See how we're gonna sweep. Alright, so see if we can get to this area. I mean, if we can get to the previous week high, it'd be pretty good. Alright. It's not too bad. It's almost, I think it's pretty much break even. So we'll see how this last week does. See if we can pull it together. Yeah, this is an interesting little area here. I guess definitely see this coming down. But see if we can at least get to, see if we can get up here. We'll see what the market wants to do. Do have this little area to worry about. See if we come back down and retest this little area here. See if we come up here, see if we do an early retest. Do have a little possibly a little supply zone. See if we make it a little fair value gap. Could be a little bit of a choppy day. That's the losing streak. Hold on, I can show you in a second. I can definitely show you that here in a second. All right, so for this month, I'll show you. So for this month, $59 is the what the indicators made. This is just from beginning of the year. What's this data? Let's see. Hold on. This month, 50% for the month. 7 wins, 7 losses. You can see it's a little bit of a little bumpy there. So 2 consecutive losses. But if we look at calendar, this is just, yeah, that's how it's done. It hasn't done too great. Still positive. Oh, a nice little pump there. All right, so we're breaking this area here. There's a lot of rejections here, so I'm a little worried about that. Yeah, you're getting a very strong push to the top side. So yeah, see if we can. The only thing, like I said, the only thing I don't like. So we got about 20 minutes left in these candles from the 1 hour, 4 hour, and 30-minute. On the 1 hour here, we do have a lot of rejection in this little area. Something to keep an eye on. Yeah, we're pushing, definitely pushing up. Yeah, that one's on a delay though. That one's delayed like 5 minutes, so it's not like, you know. That one is for the casual viewer. But how's everyone doing today? How's everyone's Friday? We're getting a reaction off that area. Kind of getting a reaction off the 700s here. A pretty strong push down here. See if we push this fair value gap. Wow, okay, so we're in that fair value gap there. Alright, so we tapped into this fair value gap, see, and pretty much nice little clean to like the 50% of it. So holding for the time being. Alright, so kind of like wicked up there, but we're holding on the fair value gap, so this is kind of a strong rejection. Yeah, so this is like the area I was worried about, like we come up here and rejecting from. Kind of to be expected. Alright. Pretty good size orb here. My only worry here is if we do break out, we might just kind of sweep and then come back down. Hey, what's going on? Yep, pretty much. Yeah, see if we keep pushing down. Pushing down below, see if we push below midline here. Or break and reject. Close up this fair value gap here. I'd honestly rather see it break to the bottom side. I have more confidence in that. What do you mean not meant for gold? Well, yeah, I mean, if you're using, like, also if you're using the default settings, it wouldn't make any sense. The default settings are meant for MNQ. It's not like a one size fits all. You'd have to, like, change them completely. Yeah, you'd have to, like, put it through, like, the easiest thing to do is use the strategy. Like, use a strategy and then put it through the optimizer, so I can run all the settings for you. That'd be, like, the fastest way to do it. Just let it. Yeah, so it's a Google extension that like everyone has. Like, it's a part of your VIP plan. Let's see. I just do this. You open up the settings. How much time do we got left? Okay, we got 3 minutes. It'll scan all the settings, and then say you want to do like EMAs. It has min max steps. So say you did say you start at 50, you want to go to sorry, 100 steps of 50. Start at 100. Do the same thing, and I'll tell you. So for like, you have to set the time to, like, say you're trying to do the 5 years. Say you're trying to do 5 years. Always start it 2 months before, because it has the indicator has a rolling like it doesn't check anything 2 months prior. It's just for the EMAs and everything to line up, like, to start working correctly. And then, like, it should start around the beginning of the year. Let's see. Okay, it starts on November 14th. That's close enough. All right, so you have, like, all the stats. You want to have this visible. Have it set to long. It's just gonna take 3 minutes. You hit run. Oh wait, hold on. I messed up. Hold on. Is it still the same? Okay, perfect. You need to have the settings open. That would probably help. There we go. And then it'll start running everything automatically, and records all the data. So you just let it sit. I'm not gonna have it run through the whole thing, but just to kind of show you. Yeah, and each test takes about 35 seconds for that time. Yeah. There you go. And I'll record everything. I'll do like two so you can see. Yeah, this is how I would do a lot of my testing. I would group everything, like kind of do like certain tests together, get them in a range, and then fine tune from there. The only thing you can't do is drop down. But if it's an input, that's why I left everything kind of like how these are set up. The only thing you couldn't do is like this, like drop down. But you could like adjust that as, you know, you just kind of fine tune it and then you can do all the settings. Pretty much all of them. Oh yeah, obviously you'd have to adjust I didn't adjust this, but yeah, so once you're like, okay, I'm good, then I like these settings, and then it applies them. There you go. I haven't done it in a while, not with this version, so I would have to do it again. Since the settings should be a lot more accurate. But I haven't done it in a while. Yeah, once I have time, I'll probably be doing that again. And then I'll probably end up uploading it to the website. Yeah, essentially I would have to like retest everything with this new, because of how, I wouldn't say how different this version is, but how, I wouldn't even say accurate either. It's more picky. I mean, you can. I don't care to. I only like to trade one. For me, I only like to trade one asset, which is me. But yeah, I mean, we could look at gold, and pretty much we can get them all kind of dialed in. So there's a setting for everything. You could do ES, gold, try to get as many of them dialed in as possible. Yeah. But yeah, we can at least get them all dialed in, because yeah, you're right. It is pickier, or it does miss a lot of days, but it's it's a lot more accurate. So see if that translates to everything. See how it does. So at least everyone can have you can be able to pick if they want to trade other assets. The only thing I could see is I need to see how dialed in I can get it, and then see if there's just maybe I need to make it a gold version, or that's what I was always kind of thinking, like a specific gold version or a specific version for each one. So see how good it turns out, just with with not normal settings, but how the indicator is built, to see if that can just be tuned. And if it can be tuned, that's awesome. But if it needs to be adjusted within the code and for specific assets, then I can just make that version. And then so they'll just basically have a gold version, or a version that's more sensitive to gold's how gold works. It just kind of takes, I just gotta play with it a little bit. But as far as for the indicator, as far as the how the indicator is working, especially like right now. It's how MNQ works. It works. It kind of complement each other. Oh. Oh yeah, we got some news. Yep. Let's see. I don't think it's gonna be a big deal since where we are in orb. We're right in the middle. So it shouldn't be, if it was like near like the top or bottom, it would be like, you know, it'd be like, oh, it's gonna cause a breakout, but I think this is gonna be kind of safe since we're like dead in the middle. Kind of coming down to the supply zone. Yeah, just be careful, it is Friday. Little bit of a trap day. There we go, we got the news right there. Yeah, I'll be working on the website over the weekend. I got a bunch of stuff to do, but what I'm going to do, oh wow, that's a crazy wick there. Yeah, that's a crazy wick. Let's see, I want to see something real quick. Yeah, we just started this new candle. The 4 hour, 1 hour, and the 30-minute. Still a lot of movement. Yeah, so you wick down here. So you see this area down here. We just kind of wick. What is this? The 525-ish areas. Like I said, I do like sells if we break these, like, we're to break this little area here, and then, you know, break this, it's gonna be could be a free fall. There's not a whole lot of room to the top side. I mean, we just got right here, which, you know, we could hit, but it just seems like breaking to the bottom would be a little bit easier. Yeah, let's see if we see what we want to do. What do you guys think? What do you guys like, sells or buys here? Yeah, I think we're gonna break out to the bottom side here. Alright, so we're getting a breakout here. Alright, so we had a rejection off this like this area I drew earlier here. So this is what the area I was not really worried about, but that's why I wanted to see it get broken. Tapped right into it. Alright, so push back into orb there. Yeah, pushing back in there. It's kind of expecting that. I was hoping a stronger break, but I was kind of expecting that. So let's see if we can push all the way back up to the top side. Yeah, it's a little bit messy, but I think a lot of it might have to do that was that news event. I mean, it didn't cause any breakouts, itself, but it kind of pushed everything down a little bit. Kind of got a little stuck there. Yeah, I guess I still like cells here. There's more room. but let's see if we keep continuing up. All right. Oh, okay. So we're pushing to this fair value gap here. Seems like we want to go up, but we did tap into this area that I wanted to see kind of get broken, but then we definitely pushed up. Yeah, so we made the, let's see, coming back up. We're still definitely in this range here. So are we gonna test at the top of that range? It's kind of the question. Obviously, the overall trend is bullish still. The only thing I'm kind of worried about is we make it kind of like a double top here, and then we have this reversal down here. Because I mean, at some point, this has got to get corrected. Alright, get a nice little push up there. See if we can. So yeah, it's kind of like a little bit indecisive. See if we break midline. See if this little level holds here. Oh yeah, so I forgot to. What I'm gonna do on the website is it's connected to Nexus. So just in case you use Nexus for like backtesting or anything, it's gonna be connected to that. So you'll be able to see like any like optimizations that you ran. Still need to add that. Then you backtest all the trades if you logged anything. And then, because you can export them, import them, export them. So that way, like anyone can share data pretty easily between each other. Or if you guys want to see like the data that I've been backtesting like by hand, you guys can I could give you that file, then you can upload it and you can actually see the trades that I've backtested so far like by hand. Yeah, like I said, it's Friday. Kind of, especially where price is. I was kind of expecting this. I was like, it could be a choppy day. And then also, if you guys are curious, I had a couple of people just kind of curious about the like backtesting data. It is on the website. You can download this all the trades, and then you have like the yearly breakdown per grade. This is with the max risk set to 375. Obviously, you can adjust that, and then here are the years. But yeah, if you need the whole CSV file. If you want to mess with it and take a look at it, it's all there. Well, I mean, with the orb being this large, yeah, that's definitely just volatility. But where just where price is right now, this is kind of just an area that it needs to either you definitely see like there's consolidation. Well, obviously, the overnight, but it could be like a late break day, honestly. Because I can definitely see it coming down here. Just how we are like on the 4-hour. Tap this area, came down. It's pretty much, like the high area. Every time we've come into this area, except for this, when it came up, we've rejected. And then rejection, pushed up, then rejected again. It just seems like price wants to try to come down. There's just more more areas of interest to the bottom side. More than usual? No, I mean, seems like we're getting back to the bigger orb sizes, though. That definitely helps us. It works in our favor. It's like there's like a sweet point. There's just like a sweet spot for like orb sizes that I found like in the back in old data that like they perform a little bit better. They have more follow through, so whatever like what our stop loss is, like it's easier for the for us to get to like those 100 points or whatever, what we need. Versus when we have smaller orbs, it's a lot more distance for it to travel. Because if you look at like deviations, the orb likes deviations. It likes to move in segments of like 50%, 100%, 200%, or so it likes to do moves that are. It likes doing. And people will trade the orb like in deviation, so it tends to like to do this. It tends to like to go 50% and pull back, or it tends to like to go 100% and pull back. So with the orbs being larger, those movements, you have almost 200 points of movement, and we're not trying to capture that whole movement, and we're trying to capture a chunk of it. Versus when an orb is smaller, when it say an orb is a lot smaller, then that deviation kind of not works against us, but it doesn't. It's a little bit harder for price to do those movements. The only downside is with larger orbs, you need larger stop losses for volatility. So that's why there's like that sweet spot. Yeah, it's looking like an F grade. Kind of unfortunate. It's kind of like, it's kind of like a 50-50. Like I could see it dropping, but I can also see it, going down so far and then coming back. Definitely could be like a more like a break and retest kind of setup there. What indicator is what? The one on my chart? The one I've always been using? The one I've same one. The one I use every day. Alright, come back into orb there. See if we retest the previous day high in VWAP. Yeah, this is my ORB indicator. Wait, are you talking about the boxes? Or the ORB indicator? See the 5. What 5? It just shows F. Yeah, it should be this one. Oh yeah, the 5. Yeah, kind of just stuck in this little area. Looks like we might be kind of making this trend line down here. Okay, pushing back up. See if we can get over VWAP. Yeah, what I'm thinking is probably going to be if it doesn't break to the bottom side, like if it does break to the bottom side, then obviously we get the breakout to that side. But I think this might be like a late, if it does break to the top side, it could be like a late break. Already about an hour into the session and we're starting to push back up. It's a good reversal area though. Let's say if we push above VWAP and then see if we can like over midline. we're able to figure it out. Yeah, it's pretty good. We're actually rejecting from this area. It's pretty strong rejection on the 1 hour. And the 4 hours can say the same thing. Yeah, the buys could work. It just they're a little like, you know, I'm not really hesitant. Just, you know, we're getting up to these highs over here if we do, because it's only about 60 points. The previous week high. Yeah, our prices. Say a little. Make this make a push here. Try to get over the midline. Already got over or holding over VWAP. We need to get some. We need to get a little bit distance from VWAP. Yeah, because I mean, like the uptrend is still intact. You know, this movement here. But yeah, a little tricky, a little bit of a tricky area. Yeah, let's see if we get this, what do we need? 125 point move up. Alright. Yeah, price is slowly moving up there. Alright, see if we can get past midline. made this one. Yeah, see how we close this week out, and hopefully this last week, we can kind of, you know, make some ground up. But yeah, the overall, it's pretty much break even for this month. Let's see if we can end it like at least positive, you know, a little bit. Pretty much the worst month this year. Usually you have a bad month, like I would say a little bit earlier in the year. I'll show you what this year looks like so far. Yeah, I'll show you. So this is this month so far. And this is with the new settings and the new indicate, like the new version, I guess. So started beginning of the year, did pretty good. Had, you know, like one break even week, pretty good, pretty solid. Pretty good as well. Not a whole lot of trades in February. It did skip a bunch, but the ones that, you know, got right, you know, still made, you know, $1,300. This March was like really good, even though we didn't trade a lot. I mean, we had a 14K, or sorry, 1.4K week. Pretty good. Everything, you know, looks pretty good. April had another really good week. And it was a $2,000 month. And then this month, $59. Still net positive, but yeah, pretty weak, but made $8,000 for the year. I think on the other backtest, it was like 70 trades. It's taken for like the old version was like 70 trades for the year. This one's 59, so a little bit pickier, but filters out those bad setups. Hey, you're pushing up now. All right, pushing over midline. See if we can close above it, or see if we get some type of pullback. Possibly get a pullback to like view up net fair value gap there. Kind of what I don't want to see is like we just continue up, and the breakout. I'd rather see get a pullback before and then get the breakout. Like if we could come up, like if we can come up and then get some type of like pullback, then get a breakout, that'd be more ideal. Instead of just nothing but green candles. Struggling a little bit with the midline there. All right, pretty good close over midline. Yes, if you retest it. Alright, so we're getting over midline. Slow grind. Oh, it looks like that we got saved from that the F trade there. Oh yeah, yeah. The first breakout seems like they haven't been playing out super well. I mean, for a while, that's the first breakout was perfect. Thought like beginning of the year, first breakout was just we go straight to TP. Let's see. Yeah, you can see our win rate for like early in the morning, like 8 o'clock, the 8 o'clock hour, almost 60%. But from 9 to 10 or 9 like before, win rate's really good. And late in the day is kind of okay. But yeah, the morning basically from 8:30 to 9 or like 9:45 or 8:45 to 9 in that little area. It's been kind of suffering lately. Majority of trades are between 9 and 10. Yeah, market's just like slowly going up. Yeah, I mean, if we can get up there, volume, you can see it just been trickling down. Yeah, it seems like if it's gonna do it, it's probably gonna be like a late break. Yeah, I think I might call it here pretty soon. Price is just kind of, it's getting up there, but it's kind of slow. Give it a little bit. Yeah, I mean, it saved us from that F setup. Definitely was a failure. Well, I mean, there still could be a breakout to the top side. It's still on the table. We were majority of the way there, so we did get like a little bit of a pullback. So that's kind of what I wanted to see. I wanted to see like us break, get a little bit or some type of pullback, and then continue instead of it just being nothing but green candles, and then get the breakout, because then we'll have to get a pullback, or more likely get a pullback like at the top here, or like breakout then get a pullback. Alright, starting to get there. Yeah, it's crazy. Pretty much just an entry, full on reversal. Whew, there we go. In some movement. Oh man. Alright, so will we see this breakout? Yeah. Getting close. Only thing is gonna, if it does break out, the only thing it just needs to make sure is have some volume. The only thing it would suck if we did have a double break that both fail. But if we can get past this, and then you can see us like retesting and continuing, like just kind of grinding up the rest of the day. Yeah, just having to sit there, and then you kind of getting a little antsy. Yeah, look at this. Just that grind up. I mean, it's been, it's pretty clean. Give it that. See if we don't make a double top. Yeah, I'll give it another like 20 minutes, see where we get. See where we're at in about 20 minutes. But so far it's looking like it's heading that way. It might be a slow grind. Yeah, man. Man, you gotta love days like this. Alright, about 25 points from the top. Got a bunch of fair value gaps they're left behind. Alright, getting closer. Yeah, the volume's very, very low. It's just been tapering off. It's gonna need a pickup if we're gonna get anything. This crazy wick on the 1 hour. It's slow Friday. Alright, let's see if we tap into these fair value gaps here. Start pushing down like pretty aggressively, then if it does break, it's gonna be, like I said, like a late break. Alright, so we tapped that for the second fair value gap here. See if we can break the highs and possibly break out, but how slow the market's been going. See if you can break these highs. Alright, see if we can break out here. This wick area is a little concerning, but alright, getting close. Alright, see if we don't wick here. wouldn't be super surprised if we start pushing down pretty hard. Oh man. It is having so much trouble with these highs over here. Yeah, see if he curious to see if we're gonna start reversing here. Yeah, because volume is just kind of just trickling. Seems like we might have just, this move was kind of everything it had. At least for right now. Might get stuck in like some type of consolidation. Yeah, I think I'm gonna call it for today. Like I said, there could be a late breakout, but yeah, I feel you. Yeah, but I think I'm gonna call it for today, guys. The upside, we skipped the F grade. Saved you from a loss. Yep. The indicator definitely worked today for saving us a losing trade. Alright guys. We will continue this on Monday. Keep an eye on the charts. We might, like I said, we might get a late breakout, but I'm just gonna kind of monitor things from afar. I gotta sit here. Yeah, I'll see you guys Monday.